I want to be really clear about something, because this trips a lot of people up. Presence doesn't feel good all of the time. And if you've been trying to be present and it hasn't felt peaceful, that's not failure. It's honesty. I try to speak a lot about presence, being in the moment, being in the now, being here. A lot of people do talk about this, but it can often get missold. Presence it can come across like something to achieve, something else to get to, an idea that you need to reach. And that's not right, because that itself brings along again something to obtain, creates friction, it creates a type of resistance. And because it's sold as bliss, as nirvana, as ecstasy, again, it becomes something similar to awakening, something that you have to achieve, something outside of yourself that you need to get. And then that then becomes another thing that people use to avoid the present moment. People try to use presence to actually escape the experience. Presence doesn't remove discomfort. It removes avoidance. When eventually your awareness stabilizes, when eventually you allow presence, again, it's not bliss, it's not ecstasy. At the start, it may be uncomfortable, because what you've been suppressing your whole life, or recently, that surfaces. Because once you are in a state of presence, you see clearly. You see your mind. You see your thoughts. You see your behaviors. You become aware of it all. All of your emotions, your fatigue, your restlessness, your grief. It all rises to the surface. And this is why it's uncomfortable. But that's not a mistake. I'm not saying this to scare you away. If you think about it, it actually makes sense. Once you're in a complete state of presence, relaxation, with no distractions, you see how everything is operating and how it's always been operating. It all comes to the surface. But because you see that, because you become aware of that, it can feel strange. It can feel strange to the body and the mind. This is now something that has to be recalibrated. And that's not always, it's not always easy. It's not always pleasant. It's not always blissful. But it's honest. It's truth. It's truthful. Presence isn't here to make you feel better. It's here to make you feel what's here. Again, in this moment, this is something that can be fought against. This is something that can be pushed away. This is something you can try to ignore. And you can carry on living your life the way you've always lived it. But that won't be honest, and that won't be true. This is why integration is so important. When you become present and you see clearly, and you are honest with yourself, and you allow your body and mind to do what they need to do, and you just watch with no resistance, and you let go in the present moment, that's when peace will follow. You can call it bliss. I prefer to call it peace. It's more like a feeling of being held, like you've been holding yourself up in an armor your whole life because of all of these battles and struggles that you've had. But when you become present and honest and integrate everything, the armor falls away. And what's left is peace. This is why I say, and it's why I tell you all, that this needs to be integrated, because this can be fought against by your mind and by your body, and that's something you've been used to your whole life. You've been used to your mind and body calling the shots and taking control. But once your awareness stabilizes, you have an opportunity to take control yourself. Doesn't always appear peaceful or comfortable. Definitely doesn't feel comfortable at the start. But this is your moment, and this is your chance to step outside of your comfort zone and patiently wait in the moment, observing, and eventually, once integration has happened, once embodiment has taken place, you will be able to live in peace with this new perspective of presence. Peace isn't what happens when your awareness stabilizes. Peace is a byproduct of integration. It's when you finally realize that nothing needs to be fixed, that you don't need to do anything, that you don't need to be anyone. Just be you. Just accept yourself. Just live exactly as you are. You are allowed to be and live exactly as you are. Let go. Loosen up. There's no need to struggle. There's no need to struggle with your mind. There's no need to battle against life. Life will exist. Life will carry on, whether you battle with it or not. But this is an opportunity to live present, to live full, to live whole in truth, as you were always meant to live. There's no moment that needs to be settled. You don't need to settle anything. You just need to let the moment be unsettled. I want to tell you what embodiment, integration, and presence looks like. And you might not expect it, but what it looks like is washing dishes, tidying the house, being bored, being a parent, tired evenings, doubt, irritation. This is presence. It's allowed. There was never anything wrong. This is what the human experience is. This is what the human life is. People spend their whole life trying to find something more, something better, something to achieve. And in the end, when you see it, when you realize it, when you are it, which you are, it's simple. It's the most simple thing. And when you become aware of presence, you may even think, is this it? Or you may think, oh, this is it. It's it. It's everything. It's the struggles, it's the highs, it's the lows. But without battling, without resisting, it's being allowed to be you and experience everything that a human experiences without a narrator, without a controller, without listening to people tell you who to be and how to be and what to do. It's just living, but clear. No need to ask any questions, no need to achieve any goals, no need to be anything more than what you are right now. You can have a lot of money, amazing houses, amazing cars, an amazing family, or you can not. Who you are right now, in this moment, is it. That's it. Let the chains go. Your mind will run. It will constantly run a narrative in the background. But your resistance to life is what keeps that narrative going. Presence will be uncomfortable, or could be uncomfortable for a lot of people. But of course it will. Once your awareness stabilizes, your mind and body have to adjust to your new perspective. But what you will notice is that you will become aware of what they are doing, rather than living on autopilot, clinging and grabbing to what your mind and body do, identifying with them. Being human in the most human way possible, without resistance, that is presence. Not transcendence, but full participation. If you're in this phase where awakening has stripped all of your illusions, but life hasn't settled yet, there's nothing wrong. This is exactly what's meant to happen. But I've created a space exactly for people who are walking in this phase, not to escape it, but to stabilize within it. So lastly, I want to say, presence isn't peaceful, it's honest. But the honesty is what eventually brings peace.